Whoo, hoo, hoo. Boy, am I hot. It's December the 18th. I'm sweating a storm up here. It's 8:08 on the 18th. Whoa, that important or what? 8:08 on the 18th. A lot of eights there. Let me cover several subjects all in one. I just want to pound against the devil and his tactics. So there's a mother, and all she knows how to do is use scissors and cutting tools and just destroy and cut and cut and cut and prohibit and just rip. Robin Williams had a movie, The Dead Poet Society, and Pritchard, he didn't like the way that they wrote about Pritchard, so he told all the prep boys in his class to rip out the introduction, to forget about it. He wanted them to get beyond what some other person thought. He wanted them to be independent and free thinkers. So he said, rip. Well, in that case, it was probably a good thing, because it was nice that they were considering the author in a different way. But if your parenting style is just rip it, then I think it's the wrong parenting style. I really do. Especially if you think about it as an adult, if somebody just shows up at your door, open up, police. Do you have a warrant? No. Well, go home. No, we're breaking in. And they break in and they take you away and they put you in the handcuffs and they stick you in the back of the thing and they throw you in the jail, and you don't get your phone call. And you say, what crime am I committed? Well, that's confidential. It's private. What? That's just shocking. I talked to one person over the weekend. They said, well, look, don't talk to anybody. Just talk to the person who is abusing you. Talk to the person who's hurting you. Talk to them. Well, that's a good idea, But if someone is hurting you, they obviously don't seem to care about if they're hurting you. They either feel that it's good, it's important, like a doctor, if a doctor's going to put stitches in. I had stitches one time. So painful, so horrible. I had to be there when the man that I was taking care of, he had to have a catheter put in. Talk about, he was so much pain. I felt horrible for him, but he had to have the catheter because he wasn't able to urinate. But I think it's important, if you're going to discipline children, number one, what exactly is exactly happening here? What is the problem? If you hear that knock on the door and they got the warrant, what is the problem? Why are they there? What are you being accused of? And then you can keep your mouth shut and let your attorney, demonstrate that, no, I wasn't on Lime Street at 2 a.m. on the 4th of July 2 years ago. I mean, you can probably document that pretty handily, and then you're going to be okay, But if they're just not going to tell you what went wrong, we're just because we're the fuzz, we can do it. That's not cool. Sounds like a communist China or a Stalin regime or some sort of dictatorship where they just break into your house and just take you away. Emmett Tills, he was just woken up in the middle of the night, taken out and murdered in the most brutal fashion ever. And his mother was so wise. She said, no, don't close that casket. I want them to see what they did to my boy. But why do they do that to the boy? They never told his uncle. They didn't tell him. He said hi to someone. He was a black young man. He was only 12 or 13. And he said hi to the girl at the store, which is courteous. Good morning. So we've really got to settle down as Christians, and let's train our children the right way. If they do something wrong, let's give them specific specifics, not just, well, I gave them the talk when they were 2. They done had the talk. We're done talking. Ain't no more talking now. It's just gonna be cutting and slicing and dicing and ripping. Yeah, let that be a lesson to you. I don't know why I'm talking in a country voice, but it just seems so simplistic, that just cut, burn, prohibit, drop. And it's very painful, I gotta tell you. It really is very painful. Especially when you know the glory of the Lord. And you know how much we've all been forgiven. So unless there's violence or abuse or some sort of danger, real danger, not, I don't like mustard and sauerkraut. That's not going to be dangerous. No, just don't happen. Well, I love you. Good night. Bye-bye.